I want to apologize in advance for putting, ooh, I just stepped on mud. Oh man, it's mighty strong. Is that a roach? Oh my God, that's a dead roach. Okay. For comparison's sake, I'm 5'7". Look where the window valances are. The grass is gonna be all wet. Gotta have fun on a budget, guys. Living in South Florida, looking for adventure, looking for fun things to do. Welcome to my channel. That's basically what it's all about. So I hope you enjoy it. See you later. Point. That's a new sign. That's so dorky. That was not there before. It is Sunday of this long weekend. Yesterday I went kayaking. It was great. Overcast, a little rainy, but today it's still kind of overcast. I don't know if you can tell. Still a little bit rainy, but that's okay. It's actually a little sunnier than it was yesterday. And I am headed over to a private property. It's a privately owned business company called the Blue Lagoon Farms. Whoever the owners are, they just so happen to be lucky enough to stumble upon, unless they create it. I'd like to look into the history of this spot. A spring in South Florida. South Florida is mostly salty, murky, briny water. It's the Everglades. It's very close to the ocean. This is fresh water, and I doubt that it's like city water that's being pumped here. I think this is a real natural spring, and they have obviously like worked on it at the bottom, you know, to kind of like make it more like a pool. A lot of people frequent this place. It's a common place for, you know, the locals to go and hang out and have fun. So it might be crowded, might be a lot of people. Not a fan of that, but you know, they do put a little bit of chlorine, I think, in this area just to like keep it clean because of how many people are there. Similar to the Venetian pool, which I'm not sure if I've made a video about that yet so far. I don't think I have, but that's another one that's located here in South Florida. So most real springs, like real natural springs that connect to rivers, are located in central and northern Florida. Very few. I have never heard of one other than these two that I'm telling you about. Like real natural, like it's a park, like a state park or a national park that you can show up to, and there it is. This is the only option for South Florida if you want a nice, cool spring water. Otherwise, it's the murky, salty, briny ocean water like what you saw on the last video. That's pretty much what the waters are like here in the beach. And I went to North Miami. This wasn't even South Miami. It was not that much farther away, but still. Made me a little sad to see that there was like a lot of trash and garbage on the island, you know, cans, bottles, lighters, all sorts of things. It's unfortunate. I don't think anyone maintains these islands. And those raccoons are very domesticated at this point. They're so accustomed to people feeding them when they go and they frequent those islands, whether it be by boat, jet ski, you know, kayak, paddleboard, whatever. It's a space between, you know, the coast, and then there's like, you know, the beach is an actual island connected by highways. So it's not on the beach, it's on the space between. I guess that would be called the bay. I'm not sure. I guess it's the bay. So anywho, I'm hoping it's not raining like this when I get there. I want it to be nice and warm and hot and sunny because spring water is very cold. It's not as much fun getting into that cold water when it's cloudy, overcast, and not scorching hot. When it's really hot outside and you are drenched in sweat from the heat and the humidity and you just want to cool off, the best thing in the world is to dive into a nice 72-degree cold spring water. Like fresh, clean, it's not salty, there's nothing really in it. It's fantastic. So that's what I'm going to do today. Then I'm going to take a little stroll to, I'm going to head over to Deering Estate, which isn't very far. Today they have a discount. It's only $5 to get in. The private Blue Lagoon was $25, but whatever. And then kayaking was $79. So for just about $100, not a bad weekend. I'm going to be having quite some fun. I went to the grocery store, got myself a little, some chips and a little pre-made sandwich and some other little snacks there because I have run out of groceries, so I couldn't make my own sandwich at home. So yeah, I had to stop by and get something, but I did bring 2 pre-filled water bottles from my own house. have fun on a budget, guys. Living in South Florida, looking for adventure, looking for fun things to do. Welcome to my channel. That's basically what it's all about. So I hope you enjoy it. See you later. Jumping board there. Water doesn't look that clear, but we'll see. Pretty rowdy here. It's at my site right there. Someone's recording. Kind of cold. Doesn't feel too cold, although it looks like there's little fishies in there. Little fish in there. There they are. Here goes nothing. People are jumping in. Chairs up there. I guess that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna swim and enjoy it. Can't really snorkel, so not too many people here today though. It doesn't look too crowded. It looks nice. Keep hitting the same knee over and over. The same knee. Today I scratched myself on a branch, and now I hit myself really hard on a rock. And the other day I hit myself with the corner of a table. This knee is really getting beat up. I'm gonna try these little suckers to swim, and we're gonna attempt to snorkel in a different area, see what we see. But I bet you when I go to the springs very soon, it's gonna look a lot different. Let's see. found a little private area here. These rocks are so slippery and hard. If you slip and hit yourself. I came down this little hallway and ran into this. They're pretty good. There's some deep areas, but I'm gonna go put my snorkel and mask back because I can't see anything anyway, so it's kind of like pointless. Might as well just enjoy swimming, but it's nice. Rocks are so slippery. Yeah. Sharp. Not sharp, but I hit my knee pretty bad. Yeah. So I've decided to leave the lagoon. It was nice while it lasted. It's definitely not quiet. It was very rowdy, filled with people, but everybody was having fun. Everybody was having a good time.
At the next stop sign, turn right.
No one was out of control. It was all good. It's been a little cloudy. Sun came out for a minute. Now it looks like it's cloudy again. Typical Miami weather, right? But now I'm heading over to the Deering Estate. So I had brought a change of clothes. I dried off, took off the swimsuit. I have a nice tank top and shorts. I still have my, hiker water shoes kind of thing, which are great, by the way. I mean, they're not the best quality. They're cheap. The really good ones are like in the hundreds. I'll hold off. Maybe I'll invest in those, but think of hiking shoes like
At the stop sign, turn right onto Southwest 248th Street.
Think of hiking shoes, but without being completely enclosed and you don't have to wear socks. So they're like sandals. So they strap around your feet, but your feet can air out. They can get wet.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn left onto South Dixie Highway.
And then they can dry off. So like water shoes, but those have very thin, layers. So these are great. They're just like sandals that can be functional for walking, for hiking, and for, getting in water. So my feet are a little wet. That's totally fine. I'm so comfortable. Better than Crocs, let's put it that way, because they hold onto your feet a little bit better. Although this particular brand, this kind, I think are a little cheapy. They're kind of like Croc-like, but they do have a strap in the back. I think I might get a good pair, but I just not get out of control. I tend to get excited about something and then I start buying everything for it, and you don't need everything for it. These are fine for now. So I'm heading over to the Deering Estate. The Deering Estate is a property that has been kept as a historical monument. It was actually, a home for the Deering family. These people built a mansion, and they had a little cottage on the side as well, which are now museums. They're tourable. You can go inside and look at all this stuff and the way people used to live back in those times. We're talking like the 1800s, I want to say, maybe early 1900s. And they have a beautiful piece of land, very nicely kept, the landscape and all that, and it overlooks the water. Sometimes you see manatees coming in and out of there. Usually in the winter, and it's just really nice, and I want a quiet spot to have my lunch. So they were selling food over at this place, but you know how everything is these days, ridiculously expensive. You're gonna pay $20 for a burger, $16 for a hot dog, $18 for a taco, and that's just not doing that. So I have some sandwiches and chips and snacks and stuff and water, and that's gonna be my lunch. But I wanted to have lunch in quiet. It's so cool. I'm looking at this lot with a bunch of RVs. What's that about? There's RVs everywhere. I mean, it's hard to see because I have the phone connected to my cable here so that I can use my GPS as I'm driving, but I can't really pull it apart that hard. But Anywho, looking forward to it. Today there was a discount. It was $5. I think I mentioned that earlier. So let's see what it's like over there. I'll see you guys later. I just got to Deering Estate. I parked all the way back there where there's like a parking lot for the park because it's considered a park, but this is actually used to be someone's property. Some people park along the street, like those people right there. But it's so quiet and different in comparison to where I was. And I forgot to mention, it smells so good here. My goodness. That's the main gate. Look how beautiful and quiet it is on the street. Just the little entryway is so cute. I mean, it smells really nice. We're not even there yet. This is just the entryway. So that's the little cottage. Cute little cottage. And right next to it is the stone house, the mansion. And inside is like a museum. There's another little area here. People have weddings here, like this big open space here. All these trees are stringed with lights, and they have like the party there and the ceremony over by the water, which is a nice breezy day. I'll show you in a minute, but we're getting closer. You can kind of tell. That's the stone house. Even the benches, everything is like, has some writing on it. And this is it. And it's so nice and breezy here. Oh, I love it. Oh, yeah. There should be like hiking trails back there somewhere, but there's areas to eat here. Hanging out over there by the water is really nice. These tall palm trees. More stuff back there too to explore. Cool house, huh? Actually more clear. I don't know why it's so dark today, but it was so clear. You can see it. Beautiful. And you can see the manatee. This is gorgeous. I see people out here like paddleboarding and stuff, kayaking, and I know they have like a kayak thing here, but it's a little pricey here. Where I was yesterday, it was actually not too bad. I could rent my own kayak, I think for like $25 for an hour. It's like 45 or 50 for like something. I think it's 40 something for like 3 hours. It's a pretty good deal. But man, look at this. Picnics out here. I think I'm gonna have my picnic out here too. There's someone there. The breeze is just perfect. blanket here. Yeah, that's some strong wind. I'm fighting to stay standing up right now. I managed to get it all folded up on a picnic table back there. It was hard because it was kind of windy, but yeah, I'm starting to feel the sprinkling now. I might just go into the house. I'm not gonna leave yet because it could stop raining at any time. That's Florida. Just imagine what it must be like to have lived here and had this view. Pretty incredible. Florida, you know it's about to rain when it starts to get really humid all of a sudden. It was windy, breezy. It's still windy, but it was comfortable. And all of a sudden, maybe it's because I'm in this shelter with a screen. It's not as open to the wind, but it is starting to rain. I already see the rain. Let's see it. I don't know if you can tell. I can see the rainfall. Yeah, you can see it on the puddles on the ground. Oh yeah, there it goes. There go the showers. After it stops raining, usually the humidity calms down. I think I'm gonna just head on inside. Check it out. Air conditioning.
Today, many of those works can be found, which commonly is defended as a column art museum.
Twelve Apostles.
Welcome to the James Deering Dennington Memorial Library. Charles Deering's interest in art saw him collecting sculptures, paintings, tapestries, and more. His fine art collection can be valued at an estimated $62.5 million in 1947. Today, many of those works can be found, which commonly is defended as a column art museum.
Bottom. Real size. I like those chairs. The original doors. Looks like it. Upstairs loft. It's 31 loft. Cool bathroom. This is real, authentic, actual Louis Vuitton luggage. That came with hangers and everything. I just look around these boxes. Unpickable locks. Love me. Always love the money. They've changed it a little since I was last here. It's a little different. I find those little thingies interesting. It's like to let the air pass through, I guess, the airflow. Another bathroom. Fancy monogram towels. A little sun with waves. Looks like was their monogram. I think the sun looks like we're facing east. Sunrise is here. Spanish summer residence, Catalan University sky. Marisol. That's weird. There's no picture in there. There's not a mirror either. I have one of those. An art bathroom here.
We are happy to share the South Florida community today and future generations.
These spaces cannot be over, and very few state-led organizations of religious art from this period have survived centuries marked by the ravage of war, political upheavals, and natural deterioration. The return of the two stained glass panels to the Deering Estate's historic house museum collection is in keeping with Charles Deering's vision to provide the public with the opportunity to view and appreciate his masterfully built collection of fine art and its employees.
diversity and social scandal over time, and the height of modern music movement. Her career was seen for achieving recognition as a doctor in dramatic arts, and she would go on to become a professor within the Royal Institute.
So the
And more. His fine art collection can be valued at an estimated $62.5 million in 1927.
told you it would stop raining. And look, the wind is gone. Now everything's just wet. No more wind, no more rain. Let's check out the cottage, the little cottage. It's so little and humble and petite. I think it's like 7 times my house. It's like 10 times. Remember this one? I remember this one. It was a little creepy. There's some creepiness inside. Not that anything happened, just the decor and stuff. I just remember it. There were dolls and just, I don't know. Welcome home. I doubt that this was here. This is just because they want people to sit down and watch the video. I'm sure there were couches and stuff here. No.
Welcome to the Orientation Gallery. Today's Deering Estate spans over 450 acres of land. It has the story for outdoors land.
Go back door here. I wonder what's upstairs from out there, but bathroom. Half bath. Hello.
A special selection of historic photographs of the town's cover are displayed here in the dining room. From photographs of one of the first settlers, John Addison, shown alongside several tribe members, to photographs of the covered dots and even the original.
Nice box with china. Kitchen. I like this rug. I wonder where they got it, IKEA. I have always adored this kind of china. This blue and white farm, I don't know what it is. Is it Japanese, Chinese? I see bonsais. I've always loved this kind of china. It's so gorgeous. The colors, the blue and white colors. There's another one up there. So pretty. I think this is the doorway that, yeah. So there's a stairwell that goes up there, but you can go upstairs from the inside. This is where they have weddings. Like the ceremonies up by the water and the parties. Reception is up there. been emptied out. I've been here before. These have a lot more stuff. They had a big dress on display. That was probably the thing for the dress. That rack. Oh, another layer we can't go up to, but we used to, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's down this way. It's pretty. So if you go up the stairs, this is not an official entryway, but yeah, that's where that takes you. Ceiling's kind of low here. This is where it starts to get a little creepy because these rooms are really small. Is that a roach? Oh my god, that's a dead roach. Okay, I'm gonna go back now. Let's go. Look how creepy and dark it is up here. I think this is for like kids because look how low this is. Like, let me show you the room with the toys. For comparison's sake, I'm 5'7". Look where the window valances are. I can touch the ceiling. Why are they so low? So tiny. I think it's just because it's a kid's room. I guess this whole floor is for kids. It's very small. So that's that. That's the cottage in a nutshell. Let's go back outside, see if it's not too humid and muggy. The grass is gonna be all wet. It's humid out here. Look at this, how cool. That's like coral. Look. Do you see the patterns of coral? That is real coral. Incredible. The sky is still grumbling. I know there's some hidden hikes on here that I haven't been able to do. Maybe for another day. Well, I can't lay down on the grass now because all the grass is wet. So maybe we'll just walk a couple little trails or something around here. And there's a little one back there, but I think it just led to the front driveway in front of the houses. And then maybe it's time to call it a day and head home. I'm not getting the best side here. I'm not talking about my best side. I'm talking about where I am's best side. Actually, this is my better side. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's just all lightning. Did you see that? I can see the no-see-ums in the air. I mean, I know you're not supposed to see no-see-ums. Maybe they're gnats. I think they're gnats. But they're annoying little suckers. I don't want to step on this grass. I know it's going to be marshy and wet and mushy, and I just kind of sort of cleaned off my feet. I don't want to walk back there. I've walked back there before. Doesn't really lead to anything anyway. Anywho, let's give this one last little walk through, and I think we're gonna call it a night. Even though it's probably like 4 something. I don't know. Let's see, 4:25. I think the park closes at 5. If I'm not mistaken, they stop accepting tickets at 4, so I don't know if they close at 5. This is muddy. Maybe this is a bad idea. I'm trying to stay on the rocks and not. The grass can be very wet without you knowing in this area. Oh, look. Oh, it's a manatee. Is that a manatee? No. I don't know what I was thinking. And that just looks like a bunch of debris. Man, I could have sworn. I've seen them right here. I heard something flip in the water, like a little flip-flop motion. Ooh, I'm feeling sprinkles. It's probably gonna rain again. Ooh, ooh, that was a fish. Oh, see? Maybe those are fly fish. Jumping fish. I don't know. Something's going on in that water. There's never any noise here. It's always so pleasant here. Shall we walk all the way back there and show you guys what that area looks like. All the way at the very edge, it's just nothing but ocean. Gray ocean today. It's overcast. But in a nice Miami winter day, October, November, December, the ocean is so blue, and the manatee get cold out there, so they come to these little more shallow areas that are closer, more enclosed, kind of like in the springs as well, because it's a little warmer than being out in the ocean. Remember, they're mammals, so they're not fish. They can't handle certain cold temperatures, so they come out here. I remember coming out here, I think it was October, with my daughters, and it was a cold day. We had to wear sweaters, jackets. I see these little holes everywhere, and I know it's like them. They're everywhere. I just don't know what little animal it is. But anywho, we're towards the very end. During a stay, selfie point. That's a new sign. That's so dorky. That was not there before. Anyway, this is it. Let's zoom out. I can have a perspective. Very nice, isn't it? I think the reason they call it a selfie point, no watercraft beyond this point, is because from here you can show everything. You can see the whole park. There's little benches here. It's a little wet. I want to apologize in advance for putting, I just stepped on mud. Oh man. Anyway, I meant to say I wanted to apologize in advance for putting this last part in, this next part in long ways, like when you record with your iPhone, because I wasn't expecting to put it on this video, but I kind of like the points that I made, so I figured I'm gonna add it in, but it's not gonna match with the rest of the video since it's recorded widescreen. I have to wet my feet now in a puddle because I just stepped in mud. Anyway, I'll see you back in the car. Shoes got dirty as hell. If I have a hose around here somewhere or a water spigot so I can clean my feet. Ugly, but I don't think it's ugly. I think every day has its beauty. I used to like these days better than some days when I was a kid because it would be less hot. But I've grown accustomed to the heat, I guess, or maybe I'm just, since I'm older and more mature, I just tolerate it better. And I appreciate a sunny day now. I think it's beautiful. Blue sky, reflecting water, clear blue water, gorgeous. You're gonna be hot and sweaty, but it's gorgeous. But days like this are very relaxing, very peaceful. With the exception of a sunny, cold day in Miami. That's the best. When it's nice and sunny, no rain, it's like 60, 70 degrees, or even colder, even better. But days like these, there's a very brooding, peaceful, relaxing feel to it. Even the little bit of rain that's like landing on me right now as we speak, it's like a little sprinkle. I'm walking to the car because that sprinkle can turn into a downpour any minute. But I guess since a lot of people are not going to come out to places like this on days like this because of the weather, and there's not very many people as a result, maybe that's why it is that I enjoy it so much. I'm trying to find a dry spot to walk on here, but I don't know. I've been to this place countless times, and I don't get sick of it. Places like these are just beautiful. Just like our state parks, they're beautiful. And to think of them being potentially torn down, not that this place would be, but any place that's considered public. I think this is privately. Anyway, I don't know, but I don't think anything will ever happen in this place as far as like developing, putting a hotel on here and a golf course. But our state parks, it's like the few places that people like me have left to go to. People like us, people who are introverts, who enjoy being in solitude, who enjoy quiet and don't like a lot of crowds and don't want to pay an arm and a leg to stay at some place that looks like everywhere else, like a resort or a golf course. We have enough of that. Go stay at one of those. I get it. They're big money ballers and they just want to make more money. But human beings need this. Humans need nature. We need to keep this going, keep this alive. Because if not, I don't know what's going to happen to us. Looks like there's no option but to walk on water here. Well, I'll see you back at the car. Shoes, safety shoes. Oh, we gotta hurry. Hi, dearie. This is so pretty here. This little area right there. So pretty. I love this place. Gorgeous.